Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. First of all, a big thank you to each and every one of you for the support you are giving this channel. May God bless you. If you are new to this channel, make sure you click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that once I upload a video, you are able to be notified. Kaka, when President Ruto was in Tokyo, Japan, he held a meeting with Kenyans in Japan and told them Kenya cannot be developed by loans. He said we can't build Kenya by loans. We can only build Kenya by taxes. The people in Japan believed him. They believed him totally. But then, Kaka, I have a few questions, or I have sampled a detailed analysis on why Kenya Kwanza is on a looting spree. As Kenyans can work hard to feed the government with tax. But the question I'm asking in this video, is our tax safe in their hands? Tunafanya bidii kulipa ushuru. Lakini swali langu ni lile kwamba, je, ushuru huu tunaolipa, wale watu wanaopokea, je, wataulinda na ni salama? Kenyans don't care whether you are raising taxes. They don't care. Kenyans are hard-working people. They can work hard and raise those taxes. But my worry is, are those taxes guarded? Are they well spent as per the stipulated guidelines in the Constitution? That is my worry. So today I have sampled a detailed analysis on why I believe Kenya Kwanza is on a looting spree. I have prepared a detailed analysis on why I believe our taxes are no longer safe in the hands of these Kenya Kwanza leaders we elected, or the self-installed leaders. I have sampled a detailed analysis to convince you that as much as you sweat paying your taxes, people are looting those taxes in broad daylight. And I will argue my analysis based on the available evidence from the Controller of Budget. The two facts I want you to believe are this. One, Kenya Kwanza is on a looting mission. Number two, Kenya Kwanza is on a borrowing spree. Those are two facts you can never erase. It doesn't matter what they speak in funerals. It doesn't matter what they speak in church. The reality of the matter, the things on the ground, the truth is Kenya is looting. Kenya is massively borrowing. Now, according to the Auditor General report, ladies and gentlemen, it has emerged that immediately William Ruto took power, just like 2 months after being sworn, 1 month after being sworn in, 147 billion Kenyan shillings was withdrawn without government approval. I want to put that statement in a language you can understand. $147 billion Kenyan shillings, the taxpayers' money, was withdrawn minus the parliament approval. Why? The current regime doesn't respect the judiciary. The current regime doesn't respect other arms of government, including parliament. They do things as they want. Dictatorship and anarchy. The same report says that billions of shillings was extended to the Kenya Airways without any paperwork to authenticate the transfer of those billions. I'm talking about William Ruto government, not Uhuru Kenyatta. Withdrawing 147 minus any, yani zilitolewa tu na zikapotea. Among the 147 billion, billions of shillings, according to that report, ulisikia Rigathi Gachagua akisema we have revived the Kenya Airways. It was not reviving. It was a strategy ya kutoa pesa, a strategy to loot. So the report says billions of shillings was extended to the Kenya Airways minus a single paperwork authenticating the extension. Further, the report indicates 16.2 billion to the Kenya Airways cannot be traced. Why? There was no formal paperwork. So 16.2 billion extended to the Kenya Airways can't be traced where they are. You can't tell what they did because there's no paperwork. You can't tell who received it. There is nothing to show. But from Treasury, 16.2 billion was spent on the Kenya Airways itself. Additionally, 4 billion to the Department of Early Learning and Basic Education for Secondary Education Quality Improvement in November 2022 is being questioned by the Controller of Budget. 4 billion. Inasemekana zilitumiwa katika infrastructure ya junior secondary. Lakini they are not traceable what they did. They cannot be accounted. So the Controller of Budget is questioning the 4 billion Kenyan shillings. Further, the report indicates 2.2 billion to the Ministry of Energy for stabilization of refined petrol prices in June 2023 has been flagged. Hii inamaanisha nini? Stabilizing of refined petrol prices at the pump. This means 2.2 billion was sent as a subsidy to petrol. Lakini hiyo subsidy muliona mali. Did you see it anywhere? Ruto alisema we can never subsidize consumption. We can never subsidize fuel. Kumbe hawa watu wameallocate 2.2 billion to stabilize the rising cost of fuel. But it didn't come to pass. It didn't work anywhere. So the control budget has flagged that expenditure as not worth it. Na hii ndio serikali mko nayo. The report further indicates 6.3 billion for the purchase of shares from the East and South African Trade Development Bank and Africa Export-Import Bank has no evidence of receivership. So the controller budget has asked the banks to provide evidence that yes, 6.3 billion worthy of shares was purchased from their banks. Because no available evidence, nothing to show. So the controller is asking those banks, can you provide evidence so that we are able to see that yes, the amount was spent in purchase of shares in your banks? Kaka, this is the government that is telling you we will not build Kenya by borrowing, we'll build Kenya by tax. This is the same government that is telling you it's fighting corruption. If it can't account for 147 billion, do you know what is 147 billion? Do you know what is 147 billion Kenyans? Na hii ndio serikali mnasema inachunga pesa yenu. So from this, I can conclusively say and tell Kenyans today, your money is not secure. Your money is not safe. People are in a looting spree. Watu ni wizi tu, ni kuiba, looting spree. But anyway, this is what you decided to do. There's nothing I can do about it. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.